Hi, my name's Ed Rook and I'm one of the teachers at this year's Under 40's Sexuality Festival. So I'm going to say a little bit about what my work is and the sessions that I'll be offering. And my work really sits in between Tantra and shadow work. So the shadow, if you haven't heard that before, is any aspect within yourself that you hide, repress and deny. And it's very common, almost everybody does this when they come into connection with another person. So we unconsciously shape ourselves into the way that we think we need to be in order for the other people to like us. And this happens at a very subtle level in many different ways. So a way that this happened for me in the past, the big thing for me was how I show up as a man. I had this idea about I needed to show up and be confident all the time. I needed to hide any sense of weakness or vulnerability in order for women in particular to like me. And obviously, as we bring these parts on board, we start to discover that actually what we're most afraid of showing is actually often the most beautiful part of ourselves. So the sessions I'm going to be offering are going to be very experiential, and I work with really gentle, playful little exercises that can shine a light a little bit on what it is that we do on a subtle level, that when we come into connection, that actually blocks that connection. And by seeing that, by bringing awareness to that and being in a safe space, we can start to be more of ourselves. We can start to allow our natural life force energy that is actually getting blocked by the ways that we try to show up. So you might have a sense of some of the ways that you feel that you need to be when you come into connection with another. Some of the ideas and beliefs that you hold, and perhaps even some of the ways that you shut yourself down. And part of this exploration is being able to say no. But it's not just about the empowerment of being able to say no when something is too much, but also being able to resensitize ourselves so we can actually feel on a subtle level when something is a little bit too much for us. And in this process, we learn to tune into ourselves on a much deeper level and move in a way where we can really honor ourselves. And when we do that, we bring more of ourselves on board into our connections, and it really deepens the connections that can happen. So I remember when I first started engaging with this work, I thought that slowness was perhaps a little bit boring. I've always been someone who's about a lot of intensity, and I wanted intensity, so I wanted kind of quickness and power, and so I was a little bit like, I'm not sure about this slowness. But what I've discovered is, in my journey, and I think most people discover this when they allow it, is that when you move slowly, it actually allows you to come more alive. So you can bring more of you on board, and it actually makes a stronger connection, a deeper connection, a connection that touches you a lot more. So this is real confidence, rather than a kind of strategy or a way that we feel like we need to show up and a kind of shaping of ourselves. The confidence to be real in how we are, be authentic, in the places where we struggle as well. And I think this is one of the really beautiful things that the Under 40's Festival offers. It's an opportunity to experience relating and connection in a more authentic way. And in that, not only is there the opportunity for deep and rich connections with other people, there's the kind of like excitement and opportunity of that, but there's also an opportunity to actually get to know yourself on a deeper level, to know who you are when you relate in an authentic way. So yeah, it's a beautiful event, and all of those years before you're 40 are a real opportunity to come to this and experience it. So I look forward to seeing some of you there, and yeah, bye for now.